fur for the coat. But just around the tip. So let's go back to our view. Yeah, it's looking good. Maybe we can lighten up this a little more so that it's like she has this white furish bunny look. And the pinkish is because the light is pink, so that's why it's pink, but in reality it is much grayer. Okay, so for now we have this character finished, and let's save that. Okay, and now for this one, this is meteors. This is really looking scary. Let's quickly turn on the particles so it's not that scary. Okay, so now it's nice and fluffy as well. And let's give this let's call this character 2. And for her hair, I'm thinking that maybe it should be a little lighter, so it matches her outfit a little more. Like that. And we can even just plug this in so we get a random color. We can change this to lighten, so it randomly lightens her hair, and we can use the color ramp to adjust how much randomness there is. Yeah, so here we have some strands that are dark, like what we have here, and then some strands that are completely light. Let's make the light strands a little fewer. And you can make them less light or more light. Okay. And similarly, let's change the ear color to that familiar violet pinkish hue. Okay. And for this one, let's just change this to the same. Okay, and now we have 2 characters that are mostly done. And if you want, we can even change her head a little. Let's make one called no makeup, because you know she's sleepy. She just woke up, and then and if her setting is like that, she is like a baby inside this machine, then definitely she should probably not have makeup on. So then this is what she looks like. I think she looks better without the makeup in this case, so it looks like a really natural looking person, whereas her, she's all makeup, all dressed up and everything. And then lastly, let's go here and just apply the mirror. So the shoe is applied, and we can go here and just make so the shoes are more casual. So you have one that's probably over here, it's a little turned, maybe it's in front, or maybe this one is actually fallen on the ground. Let's go to our view to see which view it looks better. So if we have a view that's like this, it's definitely going to block our foot. So let's just put it out to the curb. And then for this one, it's still standing upright, but it's a little bit like, you know, moving like this. So she has kicked her shoes off, and let's check with the other views. Okay, so this is not that good. It would make sense if it's placed to the side, right? And for this view, we don't see it. We don't see it. Maybe it should, you know, be on the side here. So we do see it. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's take all and just drag it to the side. So it's a little this way. And then from here, we can also see a bit of the shoe, which is on the side. And if we do another shot later, just for the fun of it, we can do one where everything's cut off, but then we see the details of the streets, and then we see the shoe, and there's some beer cans and maybe a purse, so we can have a shot of just the props, but it do tell the story of where she's coming from. So let's just lay them on the side for now. Okay, let's save, and we can turn on the rest of our scene and take a close look. Okay, so now we have added these in. It's looking much better than what we had before. For this, we will have to move the crates again. And for this view, we have her looking pretty good. Next, with the better lighting, it'll look even better. And then the character view, we'll have to focus the distance. Yeah, so this is about right. And lastly, in this view here. Okay, so now we're just missing the glass part, and I'll show you guys how to do the glass, so it makes the scene even better. Okay, let's save that and go here and turn on glass. Where is it? Okay, let's go to shading. Now for the glass, we had the glass BSDF. We don't need that, so just completely delete that, and let's add in first a transparent BSDF, and a glossy. So the glass is both glossy and transparent, and that's why we add these guys. So now this is a typical glass. It's really reflective, so then we can change the amount of reflection there is. But more importantly, let's add our favorite imperfections. Now let's open up Bridge and let's look for the right imperfection. So for glass, usually there are lots of smudge marks. So let's look for the right smudge mark. I think this one will do. And I will add this here. And now let's put this into factor. And now we have this smudgy glass. The smudge looks a little big, so let's make it a little smaller. But right now it's a little too smudgy, so we can add an RGB curve to control the amount of smudge we want. And by the way, this should be non-color. So I think we should see a bit of a smudge, but then it still should be mostly clear. Okay, let's just have this for now, and then open up the scene. Okay, so we do have some reflections going on, but because we're looking from the dark part into a light part, we won't be able to see much. But let's transfer over to this scene here. And now we will start to see some reflections going on. And now it really looks like we're inside the machine and she is outside. And now let's play around with the amount of reflection there is. So now this is a really cool, interesting shot where we do see our character looking at her and she's also looking at her, like this. Now that's a little too reflective. We can pull this down a little, but we do still want to see some of the character. And of course, the smudginess. Okay, so then we have added the glass. We will adjust the glass further when we start adding in the different lighting. So right now it's just basically lit, so this scene might not look so nice at the moment. So we will go ahead and add the lighting in the later chapter. But for this chapter, I think we're almost near the end. There's not that much left to do. Let me just think if we are missing anything for now. See the glass, it's reflecting some of the surroundings inside, so then it looks really realistic and nice. Okay, I know now. For the last part, for the ears, we have put in the ears, but the hair is running through the ear. So let's take the ear and just quickly adjust it. You can adjust this at your own pace, so I won't be showing you the entire workflow. But basically what you do is just find the strands on top that are most obvious, like these guys, and just push them out a little bit to make room for the ear. And this guy here, just push it out. Yeah, so just make a lot of these tiny adjustments to the hair. For example, there's these guys like that, so we want to push those guys out. And just like that. And then we'll have some room for the ear, and the hair will look much better like that. So just have a little bit more hair being pushed out. You can just highlight the ones that are on the top. Now push this out. And we can push this out to the back. And then some can be pushed out to the front. For example, this guy is running through the middle. So we can see which way it's most near. I think the back is still the most near. So let's do that. And this guy as well. And this can be to the front. So yeah, it's just a little bit of an adjustment, and then we'll have hair that are hiding the connection between the ear and the head. And then for this one, we want to take this and also push it back a little. So let's look for that strand. So just push it back a little. This one is not it. So once we do that, we'll hide a little bit more of our seam here. And yeah, do the same for the other side. And we'll have the character looking even more detailed. And then that would be it for this class. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye for now.